So here we go, and it's going to be about a 20-point up move. Now, can the bulls build on? That's the question. We start a little quiet. Will this be a big day? Or whether we'll see more of the consolidation. Right now, it's about 6-7 points up, ticking red and green, actually. Bank Nifty is negative. Nifty's flashed a little bit of negative. So the profit taking that we saw yesterday, that continues into the opening moves this morning. Let's see what's down. On the downside, Asian Paints, HDFC Bank, Axis Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank, actually financials are weak. ICICI Bank is also slightly red this morning. Then there's Grasim, there's some profit taking on IT names like Infosys as well. Lever is down. So it's a bit all over the place, you'd have to say. The Nifty is now taken a more decisive move, 30 to 40 points on the lower side. A lot of IT seems to be seeing profit taking. HCL Tech, Tech Mahindra. Banks are a little soft. That's what's going on for the time being. On the upside, Wipro is a bit of an exception. With the announcements that they've made, 1% up. M&M is seeing some traction, 0.5% on the upside. And some of the metal stocks, Nigel's favorites, they've had a good week, actually. And some of that continues this morning as well. Hindalco, for instance, is still up about 0.5%. But hard to say. I mean, there's a nice tussle between the bulls and the bears. Right now, the Nifty is flat, just 10 points lower.
Well, that's right. So, a few stocks that are calling for attention. Ashoka, Bilcon, that they have been temporarily suspended from participating in the ongoing and future NHAI bids for 1 month. They've got a show cause notice for construction of the 6-lane elevated corridor in Kerala. So that one's taking a hard hit. That's down in today's trading session. One of the top losers, GAIL. Well, it's trading 5% lower, but it's seeing some kind of support at lower levels. So we'll keep an eye out on that one. The other few stocks that are moving up, Lenskart. There's a Jefferies note that's come in, initiating coverage on Lenskart, and they have a target price of around 500 rupees. They believe the company is well placed. The stock, in fact, is up close to around 2.5%, and it's moving on rather good volumes. Another one that's doing well is Nectar Life. I think they're going to be considering a buyback, so the street likes that. That stock is up and about in today's trading session. Varun Beverages as well is up close to around 2.5%, and on decent volumes as well. So that one, in fact, is up and about. MTAR Tech, let's pull up that stock. The promoter entity, Kavita Reddy, sold close to around 2.5 lakh shares, but you had Bajaj Finserv, Motilal Oswal, both of them were good buyers in trade. And Whirlpool, yesterday you saw some large names buying from the promoters. Promoters sold close to around 11.5% stake, and some high pedigree names came in there. HDFC Mutual Fund, Kotak Mutual Fund, ICICI Pru, among others that did participate in that. So net, it's a flattish start, but broader markets, you have plenty of stocks that are dancing away.
No, absolutely. GAIL is still down about 5%. MCX is seeing some profit taking. Ashok Leyland yesterday, both Tata Motors, CV, and Ashok Leyland, the commercial vehicle players, both these stocks were up and about. There's some profit taking this morning on Ashok. Let's pull up Tata Motors CV as well. Yeah, that's also down about 2% as we see. So, Sammy Hotels, you heard the management on the show yesterday, sounding very, very optimistic about their second half plans. Sammy did a nice jig yesterday, it was up 5-6%. There's some profit taking on the stock this morning. Let's see what is managing to buck the trend. Varun Beverages, like Nigel mentioned. VST Tillers and Tractors, there's about a 3% up move over there. So this is what we have. Early trends. Hudson Agro, 3% up here as well. The Nifty, by the way, has turned positive. So the bulls are trying to fight back. Tata Motors PV and M&M are interesting stocks to watch. And some of the financials seem to be, turning a corner. Financials, Reliance, and some IT names. So this is looking very interesting. Lever is now positive. Reliance is now positive. SBI is positive. ICICI Bank is positive. So this is an interesting start. Volatile, but we'll see. Bulls versus bears. The fight is well and truly on.